Good morning or good afternoon whenever you're watching this video. This video is me and my granddaughter and her husband and friend went out to the lavender fields today for the Lavender Festival. Starts June 6th to July 19th every year. We went on a Thursday morning and we had a 10 o'clock appointment to walk these fields. They're doing things a little different this year because of the virus. They have cut down how many people are allowed on the property. Of course, you need to wear a mask if you're near anybody. So things were a little quieter than what they usually are. But you know, it was wonderful walking around this beautiful property with very few people even near us. As you can see, you hardly see anyone walking about the property. It was so wonderful and quiet. In part one, you heard a lot of music in the background. That wasn't music that I put on the video. They actually had music playing in the field. So the music you heard was from the property. And that's what we heard when we walked around in this beautiful lavender field. And I wanted to share with you, look carefully at all these lavenders and you'll see sort of a little orange thing once in a while. What that is crickets. The property was full of crickets on the lavender. Look in the center of that picture and you'll see a little cricket hanging on to the lilac lavender bush. This one's a little out of focus, sorry to say. Hopefully we'll get another one in focus. It was hard taking pictures oh, there he is. See him in the center? Now look carefully. There's all kinds of them all around the property, all around this beautiful lavender plant. Do you see them? They were everywhere. We had never seen so many grasshoppers, and they look big in this picture, but they were very tiny. That one's out of focus too. I'm so sorry. I tried my best, but it was so bright in that field today, I couldn't always tell. Oh, there's sort of a good one of his little face. Couldn't really get him into focus the way I would have liked. And of course, this isn't a camera I'm taking these pictures with. That one's pretty good though, isn't it? I'm taking it with my tablet. And that's what these pictures were taken. And oh, look at this. White lavender. I have never seen that before. And I cannot wait to find one of these plants and purchase it. I want to get one of these small white ones and then get a purple one. I think they'll be so pretty side by side. I really did enjoy it. Oh, there's some more of those little grasshoppers in the center of that frame. Hope you see them. But anyway, I just wanted to share all these different colors of lavender that we found. It was so beautiful, and it smelled like heaven out there. It was so, I don't know if it's the kind of lavender they have, but the lavender smelled so much nicer than what I usually find in the store. They just didn't have anyone for me to talk to find out about buying some of the white lavender and the purple lavender, because I wanted the lavender that only grew to 18 or 24 inches high, because I have a very small yard and I didn't want to have anything big. Oh, look at all the grasshoppers in this frame. I can't stop talking about the grasshoppers. Bad grandma. But you can see there's all different kinds of lavender out here, different colors, and the blooms are a little different. And it was just so beautiful. It's hard to believe how much property they have here. It seemed like it went on. It took us about an hour to walk it, and it wasn't crowded at all. So there's a little bee in the side of this one frame. I hope you get to see it. Some of these are hard to find because I had a hard time taking the pictures. But there were all kinds of bees and bumblebees, and grasshoppers. And now I want you to see how pretty this lavender is coming up now. See the difference in the color of the lavender, the flowers, the richer color. Oh, there's a nice white butterfly on that one too, if you notice. But look how bright the colors are. Just loved it. I can't wait to plant some beautiful lavender in my garden. I'm thinking about trying to research a little bit more because I want to make sure that I buy the smaller and not the tall lavender. And this is just another picture of how the lavender grows up if you don't watch it. And you do need to trim it back really hard every year if you don't get holes like you see right here. Most of it's just a nice, beautiful full. Oh, another white butterfly in there. But anyway, there's just so many different kinds and colors of lavender. We enjoyed the walk so much. We laughed and talked all the way through. It was a little warm at this day, but it was still okay. It was lovely to spend time with my granddaughter. Here's another beautiful butterfly. Isn't it nice? I couldn't believe there were so many beautiful things out there. And this is in the middle of the day, so the lighting isn't as that good for picture taking. So if I could have got there in the morning or at night, maybe in a year or so when the weather gets better and no more virus, I'll try to go out there again. And here's some of the farm equipment they do to cut this lavender with. And look how big these pathways are. They're quite large because usually there's lots of people here. But right now there isn't because of this virus. And you can see by looking at these pictures when they go across the field, you'll see a few people in the distance, but not that many. So even though I had a girlfriend worried about me going to this because of the virus this year, and I haven't told her yet or haven't called her back to let her know, there really was not all that many people. Everyone had to have an appointment to come through here this year because they want to make it safe as they could for everyone that came. So nobody was overcrowding, and there was never any lines for anything you went to, and it made it very safe. So I would say this is a really beautiful place, safe place, and it was so calming, and I don't know how else to say it, but it was a beautiful day in Cherry Valley. We really had a good time, me and my granddaughter. I hadn't seen her in like 4 months, so it was so nice. This is talking about the different lavenders, and this is what I want, the white lavender. And it gets 24 to 36 inches high, a little longer than I would have wanted. But it's so beautiful, and I didn't even know they had things for white lavender. So that is my goal, is to find some white lavender. Look at how beautiful it is. Never seen it before. Have you? Leave me a comment if you knew about white lavender. I was totally unaware of it. So we always learn something new every day, don't we? They smelled really nice too. Now look across that field. Do you see a lot of people? No. There are people out there. I'm not saying they're not. But they're not a lot, and everyone is staying well apart from each other. And here's some more talking about different lavenders and stuff. I'm so sorry that the glare did not do well taking some of these pictures of the signs. I can't even read them myself. I'm so sad about that. But it was just too bright out there in the field. And look how dark that lavender is. So beautiful. Oh, this is so cute. Look in the center. You'll see a little brown head popping in and out. A little gopher going for his photo op. Is that not cute? I couldn't believe he just couldn't stop poking his little head out at us like, "Hi, how are you today? I'm ready for my photo op." Was he not cute? He wasn't afraid of us at all. Can you see his little eyes and little nose? Saying, look at me. And he just kept doing it and doing it and doing it. So that's why I have so many pictures of him. And then out here along this road, if you look far out in the distance, there's a rabbit in the center near that person way down there. Sorry, I couldn't get a better picture of the rabbit because he was too far away. I did try, but if you look careful, you'll see him out there in the center of that big wide pathway or road. And see how few people, well, there were people there, but it wasn't that many, and it was very nice. And look at these beautiful flowers growing up in there. Are they not beautiful too? I would not want to touch it though. They look like you might get a little pokey on you. Looked a little pokey, didn't it? Did to me. But they were beautiful, weren't they? So I took the picture to share with you. I have some dishes with the same flower on it. Hopefully in the future I will take one of these pictures and put it near that dish and share what it looked like on the dish. We also found this one. It was sort of sad looking because the bugs had eaten it so badly. Wish I could have found another one that was in better condition to share with you. I did find another one further down the way, but it hadn't opened up yet, so I still couldn't show you how pretty it was going to be. I just found the bud, but hadn't opened yet.